Hi, guys. Welcome to Vic Story Podcasts. I am pre recording this because I wasn't going to go on today. Today is my son James's birthday. He would have been 27 years old. He took his life June 3rd, 2014. I wasn't going to make a video. I wasn't going to record. I actually was going to do a regular podcast with my son today. But Corn had me take a break from doing everything around the house, putting away Christmas decorations, and then I was looking for something for a piece of furniture, and while looking for that piece, I forgot what I was looking for and was searching for I couldn't remember what I was searching for. I My son James would have been 27 today. Like he said, he took his life June 3rd, 2014, and this is what grief looks like when you're grieving, even though it's been 7 years since he's been gone. Your body doesn't forget that you gave birth to a child. Your mind takes over your feelings. I have been very anxious today, and I knew that I was on the go because just around the house, but I didn't really think anybody. I didn't realize it until Corn said, I need you to sit down and take a break because you've been on the go all day long, and I think you've been avoiding doing this podcast today. What I wanted to do today on the podcast was in memory of my son, do a podcast for him. And it was very hard. It shouldn't be because I felt like all day and all week I was getting ready for it. And last night I was reading about grief and what I wanted to say and how I wanted to help everyone. But Corn pulled me to the side and said, "Honey, I don't think you want to do the podcast." And I said, "No, I want to do it. I'm just looking for something, and I can't find it." But in looking for a piece, I was looking for something for a piece of furniture. I found James's baby blanket, and it just made me think of him. Obviously, today's his birthday. And then I got to talking to Samantha, who is his sister. Tomorrow is her birthday. She will be 26. They are both 1 year and 1 day apart. She has a hard time every year when her birthday comes around. She wants it to be a happy birthday, and she told me today that it's very hard for her to celebrate her birthday after a sad day. So between her and I, we have been talking about the good times between those two and good memories, because I never want her to think that she can't celebrate her birthday because of the loss of her brother. So I need everyone to understand that when you're grieving, even though it's been 7 years for me, it's not that it doesn't get better. The grief is different. I avoided doing a podcast today without really knowing that I was avoiding it. I have such really bad anxiety today because I'm just on the go, and I kept looking for, like, all day, you guys. I woke up at, I think, like 6:30 or 7, and I've been on the go all day in the basement, And I'm forgetful, like just little things. I'm like, what was I looking for again? And that's normal. Uh, and I want to tell you guys some things. You know, when you're grieving, you're not crazy. And sometimes we feel like we are when we're grieving. It's okay to not do things on time. If I had a job and I had a time limit to do something, I would tell my boss, I would tell my friends, and I would tell my family, I'm grieving. This is the reason why. I need some space or I need extra time. They will understand, but you need to reach out to your friends, families, coworkers, and honestly, you don't owe anyone an explanation, but when it comes to your job, you kind of do a little bit, but make sure that it's in confidentiality and not in an audience or around other coworkers that, you feel might not understand. But with that being said, if you tell them, they might be more understanding. So keep that in mind also. The reality of loss is real. And I just want to tell you guys some symptoms of disorganization, because this is exactly what I did all day today. This is why I wanted to come on and do a podcast and look nice for you and put on, something cute, but that would not be me being truthful to you. And I want you to know that I'm a real person. I'm grieving, and I will always grieve, but today is his birthday. So I kind of got lost along the way today by avoiding the podcast, by not talking about that today is his birthday, by not going to see him at his site. By the way, I did not go see my son James today. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And that's okay if you do or don't go. I believe that my son is around me. I don't believe that he's necessarily there at the site where he is buried all the time. Do I believe that he rests like us? I think so. I would hope that our faith lets him rest every now and then. But so here are some symptoms of disorganization, because I can go on. Some symptoms are anger, anguish, avoidance, anxiety, depression, fear of rejection, like I said about your coworkers. Forgetfulness is a big one, you guys. Guilt, feeling guilty, feeling hopelessness. If you're isolating yourself, that's not a good one. You always want to have a friend or a family in reach that you can call or text, even email. Physical distress. Sometimes you'll be restless, kind of like how I explained today, how I was just on the go all day long. Some people have nightmares when they grieve, and if you're experiencing nightmares, you need to see your physician. You need to see your physician if you are grieving or if you have had a loss, because it's very important for your doctor to know exactly what you're going through. And because grief changes you not only in your mind, it changes your characteristics. It changes the way that you view the world sometimes. You might not think that anybody will ever understand how you feel, but if you just reach out, then you will see that you are not alone. Another thing I wanted to tell everybody is that I have a nonprofit called Shatter Silence Incorporated. You can go to shattersilenceinc.org. There is some resources on there about COVID-19 and about how not to feel so alone during these isolation in times, since we have to wear masks. all the time. This is from our nonprofit called Shatter Silence. And Marcy Malinato is the lady who made these. She's awesome. I have 5 of these left. I just wanted to put them out there. I am ordering more, don't worry. But you guys, she did amazing, amazing work. These are masks, cotton. They are how she made them, how you're supposed to make them. She explained it to me, but if you would like a small paper on how these are the way they're supposed to be made, I can see if she can print something out for you, but they are $14 each. Today is January 14th. That is why they are $14 each, because that is the day my son was born, and that is today. I am so sorry that I couldn't do a podcast today. I just wanted you guys to know that I'm human and you're human, and we all have days like this. This is a day for me. I didn't want to come on and seem like I was okay when I'm not. And that's it. I just wanted to be honest with you. And so I just wanted to be honest. So let me show you one more thing before I go. And I am, I don't mean to be so emotional. It's just really hard. I have t-shirts that say Shatter Silence also. This is a hoodie, but I have t-shirts in pink and gray and blue that say Shatter Silence. And again, Marcy Malinato also made this. These are registered and trademarked, so nobody can steal, like the little idea. I think it's really awesome. And I just wanted everyone to know that these do go into our nonprofit. They go in for the resources that I give to you from SAMHSA and from SAMHSA, mental health awareness, from the ARC, and any traveling and expenses that we have for the nonprofit is what we use the money for. A lot of it is resources. Most resources are free, and I wanted to tell you guys about that. If you want to know where I get my resources from, I'll post something on either in these comments. This is a recording, so I'll probably end up posting, or I'll have Tommy post. That's what I'll do, because he's my media and production guy, Tommy. And we are making a brownie for James for his birthday today. He loved chocolate. He loved coffee. Yeah. My son will never have a wedding. He will never get his first vehicle of his choosing after saving up a lot of money. He will never build a house. I will never see his children, my grandchildren, grow up that he has. Been blessed to have children, but he left this world at 20 years old. Sorry if you can hear my grandchildren in the background, they're downstairs. But this is how I look at it. I might not be able to see my son grow up, but my son had wonderful friends, and there's so many of my son's friends out there that still check in to see me and still check in to see Samantha and Austin and Tommy, that I am so grateful that I will get to see them all grow up. I have been blessed to see them all have children, and most of them have weddings and ceremonies, and it's been great to see my son's eyes through their eyes. And I just wanted I just wanted to tell you guys the truth on grief. So, with that being said, I know there's a lot more about grief, but I had to make this video because I was afraid that you guys would think that every time I come on a podcast that I look put together. But this is what grief looks like, and this is what grief sounds like. And happy birthday, Jimmy. So I will talk to you guys later. You will see me on a podcast, and I want everyone to be safe and make good choices. Bye.